XD Girl Victoria, back to you with another review for The Never Ever Met Season 1, Episode 9, called The End of the Beginning. Y'all, enough about these people on the cast, okay? I just want to say I did not see that coming at the end when they want to say in loving memory of Warren. What? I liked him. That hurt my heart. That really did hurt my heart. Because I'm like, okay, he seemed like cool dude, nice young fella, friend, all that stuff. And he passed. That really ruined the episode for me, because it's just like I only knew him for 2.5 seconds, and I'm hurt by the news of his passing. So sorry for your loss, Josh. My condolences, and also to Warren and his family. R.I.P. Man, that sucks. But now, after all that sadness, I gotta talk about his damn show. So we're picking up where we left off for last episode with Jody talking with the relationship expert one-on-one. And, the relationship expert asked her if she thinks her relationship with Aaron J is worth pursuing. So she says yes. I said, why are you lying? We went through this whole dramatic effect of episode to next episode for you to say yes. So we just gonna lie our way through the whole season. We just really gonna pretend like we really feeling somebody that we clearly through body language and the course of this whole season see that it's false. But let Jody tell her she got feelings for homeboy more than maybe just a friend. Okay, but anyway, so she says that Aaron J, be accepting her through all her bullshit. And, a lot of people wouldn't do that. Of course not, because they will see through the bullshit and they will leave. But, for some reason, Aaron J's still here. Probably through your bribery and forçation. Words I'm making up. Whatever the case may be. He's still here, and I don't know why. You still here, and I don't know why. But we have the relationship expert, she sees past the coldness and hardness of Jody and able to cut through to get some emotion out of her. Because, Jody was saying, her and Aaron age, they see like marriage the same way. They don't see it for love, but for business. So the relationship expert was just like, you're only seeing it that way or wanting to go about it that way because, you've been hurt and you don't feel like you're deserving of love, but you do deserve love. So I guess that causes Jody to, cry a little bit, and, ends up with the relationship expert giving Jody a hug at the end, even though Jody didn't really want a hug because, she don't really like hug, all that physical touch and whatnot and stuff. And I'm just kind of like, it's funny that you're a sex coach or a sex, whatever she is, and you still have yet to navigate simple stuff such as hugging from other people or, being honest in a relationship. But, everybody has their own way about going about things. But to me, it's just like, it seems like you've been in your profession for quite some time and you have still yet to really overcome your past trauma, sexual trauma, even though it seems like you're trying to get ahead of it and control it, such as you said, such as the expert said, but you have yet to do that. But yet you want to help other people do that, but you haven't really helped yourself do it. Okay. But, kudos to the relationship expert, because, if it was me, I would have been over it from the conversation. I'll be like, okay, y'all dismiss, y'all good to go, because I already see what this is, and y'all not about to play in my face, use my expertise for some bullshit, because this relationship ain't nothing. But, so they relationship, Dr. Allie, I give her props, she did the damn thing. She got some emotion out of Jody. That's great. That's great. Any emotion I got out of Jody, it would be no emotion. I don't got time. I don't have the patience, any of that. But Dr. Allie, she know what she doing. That's why she got her certification, what she got certification in. So we then move on to the next day. It's Greg's birthday. He takes a celebratory morning shot and whatnot, kissing all up on Millie, all that cute stuff. And we have Tarana sitting down with Josh and Shay. Ain't really much to take of that conversation. They just tell us they plan on moving together, probably to Texas. They seem happy. Good for them. Okay, we're not doing this. We're moving on. So then we have Chris taking Sandia. Now we get to the final dates. And I'm just kind of like, y'all say final dates. Like, y'all, they've been on 5-10 dates in this whole course of 2-3 weeks of this dang Never Ever Met thing. This is literally date number 2. But this is the final date, I guess, for the show. But I'm just like, don't make it seem like final date, I guess, if they had numerous dates. They only had one. So this is the second one. Date number 2. Y'all should really say that. So anyway, he takes her horseback riding. I guess that's something she's always wanted to do. So, Sandia delusional self. She talking about, oh, he may not be a great communicator, but he's a great listener. So that's all it takes, India. That's all. I mean, for a lot of females, I mean, I don't want to say a lot of females, but for some females, that's really all it takes for real. You know what I'm saying? I guess India might be one of them because as long as he taking her out on nice extravagant dates, him treating her like trash, talking about women like trash and all that stuff, it's okay. It's okay. He's learning. He's working his way through. Listen, if they like it, I love it. Sandia, this is all you. Have fun. Okay, so after they go horseback riding, they sit down, have a picnic, and pretty much Chris is talking about he want his girl to be domestic, and be barefoot and pregnant in the house. They don't have one kid. Sandy said maybe two, and he's like, even though that's what he wants, he's willing to compromise because he know that Sandy finished nursing school and all that stuff. She want to pursue all that stuff. Listen, he's saying that probably because y'all on TV. Okay, he probably really wants you to stay at home, take care of the kids and whatnot, and it seems like you're probably going to oblige and go with what he says. You're saying you want to be independent. That's what your parents taught you and all that stuff. If that's the case, okay, fine. But let's see how long that's gonna last, especially once you have kids. Maybe he's willing to do that in the beginning when y'all don't have no kids and stuff. But if it's to the point you get pregnant, I'm sure he's not gonna want you to go back to work anytime soon. But once again, hey, I'm not saying that's wrong or right. If that's what y'all decide to do, that's fine. All I'm side-eyeing is, Zandia, you keep trying to make it seem like you know what you're doing, trying to make it seem like you're not being controlled by Chris, but usually, really, that's how it starts off and then it ends up being controlled. You're kind of starting to be manipulated, but then again, I also think that's partial delusion on your end. But you know what? I don't give a flying for doodle nut cake, whatever. Fuck. If y'all wanna do it the way, by all means. All I'm saying, even though I already said all I'm saying on a whole different part, is Sandia, when it comes to show that Chris and well, she already knows, but she gonna stick beside him anyway. That I feel like I want to say a point, but I'm not really. Not really it's not formulating my mind the way I want to say it. But Sandia, if you're happy, congratulations. Chris, if you're happy, congratulations. I just don't see this working out in the long run, based off of what Sandy is telling us in the confessional, of what she wants or how she wants to navigate about things. But you know what? People talk shit all the time. People be saying like, I had a friend, random side note, this season almost over, whatever. Well, let's talk about something else. But that's in relation to the topic. I had a friend back at my old job who was in a relationship with a guy. They're not together no more. But she was she was in a relationship with a guy, and it's like she want to talk to us about, me and my other coworkers about, because he worked there too, actually. But he wants all this. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm just, free spirited. We in a relationship together, but like, he's talking about like house, kids, and marriage and stuff. But like, I'm not trying to do all that. Next thing you know, the girl ended up pregnant, and she trying to act like on social media, like, oh my, that's all she's ever wanted. But let her tell it to us on the side behind closed doors, and it's just like, oh no, she didn't really want all that. Da, da, da. And my thing is like, did you not really want that? Or you just didn't want it with him. But at the same time, it's like they ended up splitting up. And I mean, because he got her the house and they had a kid, and he got her the house and all that stuff. And then she ended up just walking away. And that's why I'm just kind of like, so what's the point going through all of that when that's not what you want in the first place? Now you got a whole kid. I mean, that I'm sure you don't regret, because no one really. I mean, for the most part, most people don't really regret their kids and stuff. But it's just like you was already having inclinations and already talking mad smack that like this ain't it. So going back in correlation with Sandia's ass, like she be telling us like, oh, she's not gonna let him walk all over her and all that stuff. But it seems like maybe he's already doing that behind closed doors that we don't know about. So I don't know if this is really gonna be anything in the end, but who cares? We then move on to, because I already talked too much about them. Like at the end of the day gotta end. Okay, I'm stealing stuff people say on social media because that just shows you how I'm over it. I'm over it. All these folks, all of them. So then we have Diamond and Aaron H, they sit down with a relationship expert, and I just realized that Aaron H, if I took a shot for every time that Aaron H said because, in his accent, I'd be drunk. And I'm talking about from episode 1 to this episode 9. I'd be drunk. So anyway, they mostly talk about the drama that's been happening in the house, and how everybody has animosity against them and whatnot. They don't really talk about the relationship amongst themselves or what they can work on to be better, other than the fact that all the drama and chaos that they've been dealing with in the house has caused them to come closer together as a couple. Yeah, that's what everybody literally says. There's no originality in your comment. Let's move on. We then have Josh and Shay. They have their final date. They go get matching tattoos of yin and yang, of Luna and Soul. Cool, whatever. That's what they want to do. What, by all means. I mean, it came out nice and clean, so yeah, it's nice. Moving on. We didn't get to Greg and Millie. They have a final day at a restaurant for his birthday. Talk about having kids. Since they're both at now, I believe 32. You know, Millie is a little concerned that, once she gets to 35, she's going to be a high risk pregnancy. So she kind of rather get things rolling sooner rather than later. And Greg doesn't seem too opposed to that. And, he's like, oh, since he's been claimed or deemed a womanizer from his own words as well, he never really thought about that of, women and getting older and having kids, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. Sorry for my nonchalantness with this. I just, at this point, since the season's almost over, because literally next episode is season finale, I just figured we should just go straight to the main points. And I just say if there's any comments, but at this point, there's really not much comment to say because we're winding down. Usually when we get to these episodes where people are winding down, there's really not much to say because most of all the animosity and heat for these people and, passionate talking about these people usually are from the beginning when they're acting out. But now everybody's starting to calm down a little bit. But anyway, Greg ends up getting her a gift. Instead of her getting him a gift, he gets her a saltwater pearl necklace. She thinks it's really cute. That's cute. That's nice. Okay, y'all really dating for real, for real. We didn't have at the house everybody decorating for Greg's B-Day except for Diamond and Aaron H, who are playing pool. Whatever. And then Millie and Greg, they get back to the house. Greg gets surprised by everybody. And, he's very appreciative. They party. And these random texts from people that I really don't understand. And they start playing a sex game. So once they start playing a sex game, that's when Diamond, Aaron, and H said, peace out, good night, we out. And Craig's just like, they're not good party team players. But in my head, I'm just like, well, if Diamond really is celibate and all that stuff, I can understand her not wanting to participate in a sexual game. So, obviously Aaron H gonna go wherever Diamond goes. So that's understandable. But I guess let Greg tell her they should have been good roommates. So then we have, Aaron J, not Aaron H, Aaron J. I'm not gonna lie, he impressed me a little bit because I did not see that coming because Greg said he wants Aaron J to put Jody and Doggy style and stuff like they really having sex and Jody propped up on the chair and shit and you got Aaron. I ain't gonna lie, the scene when it was slow-mo of him taking her shirt off, I'm like, mind you, I don't find Aaron J that attractive, but in that moment, I'm just like, all right, Aaron, oh, Aaron, all right, all right, Aaron J, I'm feeling that. I mean, he got behind her, did what he had to do. Jody letting us know in the confessional that depending on how someone may do that to you, you may be more attracted to them or less attracted to them or something along regards to that. Whatever. I'm just like, leave it to you, Jody. Like you just you Aaron Aaron J. Put low key work. And you still want to kind of low key put little shade. Like, you don't have to do all that. Like, break up with the guy already. I'm tired. But we didn't have Josh giving Shay a lap dance. Yeah. E for effort. If your bedroom skills are anything like that lap dance, I mean, Shay still loves it. She still loves you. So you got nothing to worry about. We then have Chris daring Jody to give Sandy a kiss. Now here's what I want to actually make a comment on. Jody was looking kind of at first, but then she was down for it when she heard like, oh, she had to give it to another girl. Sandia telling us in her confessional she doesn't want to do it. Chris knows that she don't want to do stuff like that, but for the sake of the game, she ended up doing it. Says since it's not that serious, but says she won't do it again. Sandia, I really need you to stop talking in the confessionals at this point, because you just be lying up a storm, bro. Like you talk about, oh, I would never do it again. You lying because you already did it. You already talking about you didn't want to do it, but you did it. So that tells me whatever Chris wants you gonna do, even if you don't want to do it. So yes, it starts off as a kiss, and next thing you know, you're gonna be having a threesome with Chris and Jody. Cynthia, please, at this point, I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say, because everything you saying is contradicting from what you're doing. Because you talking about, oh, you would never do it again, but you already did it once, so who's to say you're not gonna do it again if it's not that serious? If it's a game, so if it's a game and he's like, let's have a threesome, then it's not that serious if you have a threesome, because it's a game, even though y'all really did have a threesome. Stop. Enough. Get off the screen. I'm not about to do this with you. Episode before season finale. We're not about to do. We're gonna move right along. Aaron J. Ends up running around the house naked because he lost the game or whatever the case may be. Jody doesn't really look impressed and talk about not wanting to hurt him and blah blah blah. Whatever. Okay, it's all fun and games. I don't know why she's looking like that, but she always has a stained face whenever Aaron J is around. Who cares? Ain't nothing new. Moving on. We then have the next morning. Everybody's reminiscing on the night before, they're giggling and all that. So that's cute. And then we have Shay's sister, Ashley, comes over. Ashley's beautiful. They sit down and talk. And, the sister doesn't really like the fact that Josh has kids and the fact that they got matching tattoos. But Shay says that she is in love. And then she brings Josh out to talk with Ashley. And, Ashley's asking when they're going to get married because it's not official until they get married. Some people do think like that, so I'm not really going to comment on that much. Do I feel like that's the case, that you're not official until you get married? No. But whatever, to each their own. And then we have Shay and Josh both agreeing that they're going to take their time before they get to marriage and all that stuff, to really date and, be together and whatnot. Ashley thinks it's BS, but she approves of Josh. Cool. That's all we needed. We don't need your opinions on, how long may it take them to get married and stuff like that. But you approve, cool. And, the last thing I want to make mention in regards to that was the fact that Ashley said she didn't really know about Josh. And I remember last episode, Shay said she didn't tell her mom about Josh. So it's like, y'all been together 12 years and you didn't really make mention of somebody you've been talking to for 12 years. That's kind of weird to me. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, y'all seem to have some, like, legitimate issues that y'all sweep under the rug. But that's your relationship, not mine. I don't give a fuck. Moving on, we then have Josh's friend Warren comes over, R.I.P. Warren. That's very just, why y'all end it like this? Like, why y'all do that to me? But they play pool and talk, and then we have the four of them coming together: Josh, Shay, Warren, and Ashley. Before Warren and Ashley leave, and then we have Aaron H taking Diamond on their final date. They take a wine tour. Seems like Diamond gets a little bit turned up from the Moscato. Because she's just stressed by all the drama in the house. Like, y'all making this drama, like, I'm not saying y'all didn't have drama, but y'all really making it seem like this drama was like one for the books, and it really wasn't. Y'all just put in 20 on 10. Anywho, so while they in a certain area of the winery, he got, obviously the Moscato going, her favorite flowers, which is white tulips and stuff like that, and he gets on one knee and proposes to her. So she kind of cries and giggling, and I guess, to be dramatic, he's saying it's taking too long. She's not saying nothing, she's just crying and whatnot. And then that's when the episode ends. And I'm just kind of like, first of all, she is probably a little tipsy right now. Okay, give her some time. She giggling, crying. Give them time. People who really be getting emotional stuff from getting proposed to, sometimes give them time. They need to get their words together. Okay, let them, bask in this moment of like, wow, I'm really getting proposed to. Like, Aaron, I mean, maybe your knee hurt from being on your knee for a little bit too long on the ground, but give a little bit of time. But I know it's probably for dramatic effects, because I'm pretty sure she's going to say yes once we get to the episode tomorrow. So whatever. And then that's when we get the little sad message about Warren in loving memory. My heart hurts, guys. My heart hurts. But R.I.P. to Warren. That was the most important part of this whole episode. Let me get my prediction since the next episode is season finale. Diamond and Aaron H, they gonna stay together. Chris and Sandy, they gonna stay together. Millie and Greg, they gonna stay together. Aaron H and Jody, they gonna stay together. Do any of these couples feel like do I feel should stay together? I guess. Diamond, Aaron H, Millie and Greg. Everybody else, they should break up. But what do I know? It's not my relationship, it's theirs. I can only go based off what I see on the dang TV show. But I mean, let Alexis and Dominique tell it everything fake. So maybe that's why I'm just like over this season that I barely like. I don't have no emphasis, no energy to be reviewing it right away once the episode comes out, because like that whole interview, I should have never watched that because that really just kind of hindered the rest of the season for me, for these folks. But anyway, that was the end of the episode. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, that's cool. Come back tomorrow or whenever. Hopefully I review it tomorrow, so I could be done with this damn show. But come back whenever I post the season finale. Hopefully you can laugh then and subscribe then. Okay, comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.